Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. We're visiting with Bob Zadora and This Week in Real Estate.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm great. How you been?
Good. It's been a while.
It has been.
I know, right?
That's what I told Lenny. So this is good. I said, get him work with David for a day, and we don't see him all the time, so it's good.
Yeah, definitely. What have you all been up to?
Selling
houses.
Well, I mean, but you know,
but it's the market's changed some. You know, obviously the rates have hurt people in different places trying to come here. That's what we're finding. So, in the number of homes that are available here.
Yeah,
and that's starting to pick up a little bit the past couple of weeks. All of May, every week it was up a little bit, and now the first 3 weeks of June, we're up a little bit. Not giant leaps, but we're
right.
picking up more houses. So that's a good thing, because people who are coming here, they want to see more than one house.
Sure.
You know, or two. You know, they were used to coming in and having. We'd have people come in with 20 houses that they wanted to see.
Yeah.
Well, you could take them into the office and start to go through them, and okay, this has got this. Oh, I didn't realize that. And, but now you're looking for stuff to show them, and so to be able to get people here, more homes obviously is a better thing. Interest rates in other places, though, what has slowed people down coming from where they're at. They can't sell their house. They thought they were going to be able to. They didn't. There's a guy who's coming here who's got a nice job waiting for him that he signed up for. He thought we had the house picked out. Fortunately, we made a contingent on him being able to sell his house. But we talked to his realtor out there. Oh, no problem. We'll get this done in a week. As soon as he lands, sign the paper, and we'll be ready to go. And it still hasn't sold.
Yeah.
He still hasn't even made a contract on it. So those types of things are occurring from people coming from other places. But you got people that have been here. You got people that are living in trailers that sold their house at the peak, and now that something comes up, like, oh, I like that one. You know, that's the one we've been waiting for.
And that's been a lot of our business at Great Escapes is people coming in and buying fifth wheels to live in them until they can get a house. Yeah.
So and the number of campgrounds is growing too.
They are.
I mean, when you look at the number of campgrounds that have blew up over the past 2 years or so, but what was kind of a niche type market
is now full scale. Yeah,
exactly.
We're running over to Kentucky and back a couple of times. We drove past and they're just packed full of fifth wheels and travel trailers, and you can tell they're living there because they've made a little deck.
You can see a little
skirting around it.
Yeah, a little screen house out front and stuff. Yeah. So. And that's what you get. So there's a lot of people that's what they're doing. You're right.
Till the house opens up.
Yep.
Well, I was talking about that the other day about give you guys a call because you could use some listings, but it's good to hear that you're starting to pick up on that.
Well, it's some. I mean, but it's. I mean, we can always use listing, and there's always people life happen type things that I talk about all the time, and we're finding some people that they're out. And they can't keep the farm up. It's it's been raining, so the grass is going to start to pop up again, and trying to keep up is difficult. We get a little older, and I'm a little older, and I got a guy who cuts my grass. I don't do it anymore. I mean, I just don't. It's not worth me bouncing around in a mower for an hour and a half. Not worth it. So people, to keep things up is a little more difficult, and your quality of life issues start to affect you then, and so you say, well, we can't keep all this up, but there aren't a lot of places to go. So sometimes we're finding more people that are moving back with the kids. They're moving back to the old neighborhood where there were more houses there. There's more options available where they can get into a little condo or something a lot easier. One comes up here, 10 days, it's gone. You know what I mean? And that's because of the volume of people that are looking. So we're finding people that are going places, and we're doing great referrals with people. We're helping them get them set up with realtors where they're going, help them through the process of selling here and buying there, and making sure, because all real estate is dominoes. This one has got to sell before this one can buy, and that's got to sell before, and they go. And if somebody pulls one out,
it stops. It stops the domino
everything.
effect.
So we've had but to be there to help people get through that, to be able to reach out and touch that realtor and find, okay, what's really going on here? Are they getting cold feet? Are they getting things okay? No, there was the bank took an extra like Monday is Juneteenth. That's a federal bank holiday. So we had somebody who we thought we were going to be able to close on Monday, but because of Juneteenth, we're not. So banks do that.
They do.
So
they take advantage of every one they can
yeah,
get.
but when we were figuring days and being able to close, get painters in, because people want to get the place painted before they moved in, get a couple little odds and ends fixed that they took a credit for on the home inspection, but they're not going to be able to close that day, so they're not going to have possession. And those are the kind of things that you got to work your way through and make the deal smooth and to take the drama out for the client. Oh, the back of the house is going nuts. Linda's on the phone for 3 days trying to get stuff done, so she can call somebody and say, "Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. We can get this done, and we can get that done," and because she's got it already worked out already, and that's so important. I mean, we talk to people that have just had when they tell horror stories about real estate. That's why, because it's just like the commercial that we run. See you at the closing, and that's it, and you're on your own, and hope that everything works out for you.
And
that's not us.
And that's Scooter says all the time, is that they'll take care of every aspect of it, and then sometimes something has to be shifted or moved around and changed.
Oh yeah,
and that you guys stay on top of that, and that's why we recommend you.
I think most people don't realize the domino effect, and just for the few things that I've been involved in, and realizing what all's got to happen down the line that you don't see, that affects you directly. And those things are what you guys take care of, and most people that use you guys will never see that.
No. And that's the idea. So that we get the stuff done so that you don't have to. I mean, that's what we do, and we've been doing this for 19 years now.
Right.
And so I think we got a pretty good grasp of what we've done. And that's another big thing with the market right now. You want to get somebody who knows what they're doing. Not somebody who got their license next week. They're going to be starting, and they're going to do a great job somewhere down the line, and it's going to take a little. But for you who are trying to get your business taken care of, and that's what it is. This is business. It's not personal.
Right.
It's business.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you're being represented properly, that you're being looked out for. And that's really what it's all about.
Sure. And it's like you said, somebody new, they're gung-ho, they're ready to go, but they're going to most likely miss steps.
Sure.
And that puts you behind, and the domino effect.
Because we're on the phone saying, did you get this done? Did you get that done? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Oh, yeah. We're getting that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can imagine all the different lenders that you can use and their different stipulations that they have. And so what this lender might want
is not
this other one wants 10 times that.
That's very true. And all the banks today, you're right, they're all different. They've all got different criteria for what they'll do and what they won't do.
Yep.
So it's what you recommend. I tell people, go to your bank. Wherever it is that you're doing business with now, go to them first. They can't help you. Okay, there's a whole litany of other banks, or Chris Nassari is always my fallback. He does a great job. He's there when you need him. When something never an internet bank. Never an internet bank. Did I say that? Never an internet bank. Local banks, because they're here when the food bank needs money, when Red, White, and Blue needs a sponsor, when your kid's baseball team needs something. That's where the money comes from.
Yeah.
Lending Tree does not come out here and support a baseball team. They do not come out and support our food bank or anything else that goes on here.
Yeah.
Nor any of the others. They buy big sports arenas, but they're not doing anything to help the local people here in the Ozarks. So I can't stress that enough. And you're not, for what you think that you're getting a better deal, but then when they come back and they hit you with all the fees,
right?
Then that's when you realize, that's how they afforded that venue.
Yeah.
That's how they can afford to pay that basketball team.
Exactly.
So,
well, tell us about This Week in Real Estate.
This Week in Real Estate, there were 43 new listings came on the market, 5 commercial properties, 6 parcels of land, but 31 homes came on the market. They range in price from $44,000 to $574,000. We'll tell you how the market is. 43 came on the market, 10 of them are taking backups. So 25% are gone.
Yeah.
And there were some big houses that went under in less than a week. There were 48 sales, 1 commercial property, 10 parcels of land, 37 homes sold. They range in price from $38,000 to $800,000. Average sale price this week was $230,000 with 80 days on market, and we did $8.5 million in residential real estate closed this past week. Not me, the market.
Right.
4 properties expired, 22 had price changes. There's still 70 pending. Currently, we have 228 homes listed on the MLS. Year to date for 2023, there's been 438 homes have sold for $96 million. Average sale price this year is $220 with 90 days on market. Last year, there had been 547 homes that sold for $120 million. Average sale price is $220 with 85 days on market. Market's down about 20%.
See a difference, yeah.
So, and that's pretty much a nationwide number as well. Mm-hmm. So we're down some. Office is still good. We're still good. I mean, it falls into a lot of different categories. But as far as the number of homes that have sold and the amount of money that's come through it's about 20%. So it's leveled off, and everything's still going
directly. Is it directly related to rates?
Oh yeah,
it's
sure.
And that's
because
for us too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because the prices got up high on houses because their interest rates are so low.
Right.
You could buy more house because it wasn't costing you as much to buy. Well, now when you try to buy that same house at that same price, it's costing you a lot more because the interest rates are up. The reason people that we don't have as many for sale and people aren't moving around like within neighborhoods and stuff is if you're at a 3 or 4% mortgage,
mm-hmm.
you're not going
to go to 6.
It's going to have to be something. Yeah. It's going to go to 6 or 7 if you've had twins or mom moved in or life event type things happen. Mm-hmm. But as far as just saying, well, we've been here 10 years, let's look at something else. We're not seeing that right
now.
Sure. People are moving because they really have to or they really want to. We can't stay here anymore. They put a racetrack next to it. There's a chicken farm next to us, whatever. And and those are just life events. Those are individual events. But as far as people just moving, we're going to go from Southern Meadows to Indian Creek. We're not seeing, there's some of that, but not a lot of that.
Yeah, they're sticking where they're,
And people are still coming from other places. People are, that have got it. I mean, there's a couple of really nice houses that are in that went under in less than a week.
Yeah.
That are in their pending file.
Well, and that's Carla at the junior high. She's still, throughout the school year, at the end of the school year, was seeing transfers from California, Washington, Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
All those places. They're still moving over here.
Sure.
And they just have to be willing, I guess, to adjust their price to offset the rate. So that way the person can afford it.
And that's what it is. That's supply and demand, and you can only demand so much if the people can't get there.
Yeah, definitely. How do they get a hold of you?
Call Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. Always a good draw. But the best thing to do is call her because she keeps all the plates spinning, tells us where to go, what to do. 870-405-0793.
Very good.
And you could text her, call her, whatever.
And earlier you talked about Chris Nasori, if you don't mind me plugging him, because I've had 2 home loans from him. He's who I will go to next time if there's, and there will be.
There will be a next time.
There will be a next time.
Of course there will.
And he does an excellent job. Takes care of everything like you do. I mean, we just go in there and give him all the information that he needs, and then he's off to the races with it.
Yep. When you come out of Chris's office, you got the golden ticket.
Yes.
You know everything is done. So there's some of the places, especially like the online places, they'll give you a preliminary pre-qual, but that's with no documentation. So you could have gone in and told them anything.
Exactly. No, that's where we went in. We gave him,
where you're at.
Gave him everything we needed. He told us where we could be, and it was so easy.
I spoke to a veteran's mother yesterday, and that's where I told her to go. I said, just go over there, see him. He'll tell you what you need.
Yep.
And then she had something quirky with the house, and I says, I'm not sure. I said, that's a finance question as far as what they'll cover. So
go see. Yep.
Put them together, and we'll go from there. I said, when you're done, when he says you're ready to call Bob, and we'll get everything taken care of.
There you go.
That's what you do.
Very good.
And it's the whole idea with the team. Mm-hmm. It's a broader team many times as well. It's not just our team, the Z team. It's the plumbers and the electricians, the home inspectors, getting these guys in there to get things done. Financing. That's all what we do to make it easier on the other end.
Definitely. Very good. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Dave. You look
good.
Right. What do you do? You're a big guy now, I was thought you'd be all white and stuff,
probably in about 6 months.
It's coming.
It's coming. Well, thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back.